South Africa plans to replace Iranian crude oil by May, and Badula says greed is the reason for lack of transformation. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. South Africa hopes to have a plan by the end of May for replacing Iranian crude oil that currently makes up a quarter of its crude imports. The United States has pressured many of Iran's biggest oil buyers to reduce their purchases in a push to starve Tehran of funds for its disputed nuclear program. Iran is South Africa's leading crude supplier. U.S. energy officials visited South Africa in January. Energy Minister Dibuo Peters says the U.S. is not putting pressure on South Africa to cut Iranian imports. However, government is considering different avenues. Sports and Recreation Minister Fikile Mbalula says greed is the biggest reason why transformation in sport is not taking place. Mbalula addressed Parliament's Committee on Sport and Recreation. He says transformation will be enforced by means of a scorecard, which will measure whether transformation targets have been met. A committee will be appointed to steer this. Mbalula says many sport federations battle with greed at the expense of the advancement of athletes.
The fight in this country, in the different sporting federations, I put my head on the block, is not about the essence of what must be done for sports. It's about our own self-greed and personal interest.
Impala Platinum delegates are expected in Harare this afternoon for a make-or-break meeting with Zimbabwe authorities over its compliance with indigenization laws. Zimbabwe says it expects the platinum mining giant to announce how it plans to transfer 29.5% equity worth $300 million to a government empowerment fund. The Indigenization Ministry had given Zimplats until today to comply with the empowerment laws or have its domestic assets nationalized. And Gauteng Premier Nomvula Mokonyane says there is no turning back on the implementation of the e-tolling system at the end of April. This despite outcry from COSATU and other civil society organizations. Mokonyane was speaking at the registration of 6,000 government cards for the e-toll system.
What is happening here today is a demonstration that shows that we have put our systems in place. We are quite determined that the project will be effective, but also we're quite sure that it will be on the basis of a user paying and most importantly on the basis of your own distance you travel.